Okay, hello and welcome to part 15 and the final part of my blind let's play of Song of Horror. We've just reached the finale. I think we've got 40 minutes to an hour left to go, and we're finishing this off now. Let's go.
What saved Ariadne would not save me. She had grown up with that melody and had developed a mind so distorted that it could withstand the horrors it saw each day. But there was another way out. To break the connection between our reality and that terrible place. To take the song and its nightmares to their place of origin. I was the only person who could do it. The only one who had heard the melody and, so far, lived to tell the story. Time was running out. The mansion was still far away, and my damned car chose that precise moment to go belly up. Everything seemed to conspire against me, but I wasn't about to give up. There wasn't much time left, but I knew I still had a chance.
Okay. Time is running out. Okay, so this is Ariadne's estate now. I knew we had to go back here. They've hinted at it for a while. Okay. Finale. There.
It's almost over. Just find the box and take it to that place.
Map not available? Boo. Don't like when it limits me on the map.
Come on, you got this.
We can do it. I believe. I can't see Ariadne from here, and I haven't noticed any activity inside the house. Okay. Can't even listen at the door, just gotta do it.
She doesn't answer. I should go inside.
Sweet.
Ariadne. I have to find her and ask her about the music box.
Small metal boxes and ornaments, tarnished and unkempt. I can't even listen at the doors. I wonder if it's possible to die in this finale. If there was ever any birds in here, that time is long gone. An old tea set, it's practically lost all its luster. A broken mirror. Probably Argos Legrand did that, but I don't think Ariadne has ever been prompted to break them. Like all the other victims of the song. An old radio and two stone busts. They're probably family ancestors. A history book that talks about both the Legrand family and the House of Amsberg. It's a lot older than the one we found at the university. Still no map available? Okay.
Mrs. Legrand.
Oh, hi. I'm just snooping around your place. What's up? A pile of old books. Most of them are over 100 years old. Hey, Miss Legrand, how it do?
The box. The music box I gave you. I need it. Please tell me where it is.
Its box is upstairs.
It's box.
Thank you. I promise I'll free both of us from that cursed thing.
Upstairs, Mr. Neuer. In my room. There. It doesn't like the light.
I should go upstairs and find the music box. Word. It's as if time had stopped in this house.
To help me. I don't need help. But she does.
Elaine LeGrant Amsberg, music box in hand, completely oblivious of what the future has in store for her.
Elaine,
My sister.
Ariadne's older sister.
Always
This
young,
senseless tragedy.
always dark.
I really like that this game, by the way, has not resorted to... I can't open this door.
Never escape from the closet.
I like that they haven't resorted to... Damn, it won't open. Like creepy little girl horror movie trope. They definitely have that with Ariadne and whatnot, and even creepy old woman, which is another trope.
Hanging from the ceiling.
Like, that's creepy, and she's definitely been featured in creepy scenes, but she is never really the cause for fear or like the creepiness. It's always like the otherworldly presence, the box. Like, they do a good job of like not just resorting to making like her like the bad guy, you know, when you are supposed to feel sympathy for her. I kind of like that. Like, she really does feel like a victim of this thing, you know. The Exit, September 28th, 1998. Author Etienne Bertrand.
But what? It can't be.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
Oh, freaky. A piano, most likely from the 19th century. It still works. What am I doing that ever achieves? It always makes that sound. The lamp fell from the ceiling and crushed everything below. Nobody seemed to care enough to clean the mess. Argos LeGrant with his eldest daughter, Elaine. I'm just going to explore the whole house. What is this painting about exactly? Damn it, it won't open.
No way.
I can't use this door. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're not going to be able to die in this final episode, because there's no listening at the doors. There's no nothing in this house. That would be kind of cool if I'm like home free. I can't open this door. Okay, only place left is to go upstairs. Let's get that box. I'm curious how the finale is going to turn out. Oh wow, there's plants growing over there.
Somewhere on this floor.
Right. In this house, even the coziest nooks and crannies have a sinister air to them. The effects of Argos LeGrant's madness are still present. Oh right, he killed himself in this house, and her older sister. I can see the courtyard that opens to the main entrance from here. Let's try this door. Can't open it. Let's try this door. Damn, it won't open. Let's try the one. Still no? Okay. Let's try the one dead ahead. Oh boy. Ariadne and Elaine's mother, Natalie of House Amsberg. I think I remember. I can't open it. Something is blocking it from the other side. A little girl's personal notes. The name Elaine appears several times. There's so much dust on the sheets that you can barely see their original color. They've probably been there for decades. Elaine LeGrant Amsberg with Ariadne in her arms.
There it is. I see it next to the mirror.
Sick. Let's examine the rest first. Unsurprisingly, I can't open it. There's a thick layer of dust on the mattress. It still looks slightly deformed, as if someone had slept on it a long time ago. Maybe even Baroness Prestigard herself. Oh, this is the room. Sick. I recognize it now. Alright. Let's get that music box. What's in the box? Oh boy, we're doing this. Hey there, we at the door.
Where am I?
This has got to be that cave in Spain they talked about.
Dear God. What is this hideous place?
The dev is also from Spain too, so that makes a lot of sense. Like, to tie it to like where they're from. That's kind of cool. Baroness Prestigard. Should I knock? Sure.
Dr. Prestigard?
Baroness Prestigard's nightmare. Oh shit. Okay, what? Oh, this is crazy. Well, what's going on in the mirror? Oh, some real weird low-res reflections. Do I have to... Oh, Jesus.
There are still 2 patients who haven't heard the song, but I don't remember who they are. Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun?
Patient is not responding.
Ariadne, are you there?
He always lies. The man next door. He always lies about his dreams.
Ariadne has said that the patient in the next cell always lies about his dreams. This one here?
Have you recently dreamed about an
Whoa.
eclipsed sun?
He says no, but he lies, so he has. I asked the patient if they'd seen an eclipsed sun in their dreams. The answer was no.
A solar eclipse towering over a great expanse. Have you seen anything like that in your dreams? No.
That one also answered no.
Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun? No.
That one also says no. But they clearly, I mean...
A solar eclipse towering over a great expanse. Have you seen anything like that in your dreams?
Hmm. This machine will play the melody in the cell that I pick. I need to choose carefully. 6 subjects will be made. The procedure has already begun. Ariadne, control. And yet 2 of the other subjects enclosed in opposite cells have begun to refer a dream in which they see a dark place with an eclipsed sun. Only one of the 2 has heard the melody. It seems it is deemed possible that the other is a case of sheer suggestion, having heard their fellow patient's description. On another note, several subjects taking part in the experiment have placed candles in their cells, although not all of them have listened to the melody. We assume it is possible that they are simply imitating what they see other patients do in opposite cells. For some reason, the valves in the sound system explode when we play the song in a cell. There are only 3 left. We must proceed with the last 2 subjects as soon as possible. They must not escape. You can only do 1 at a time. I mean, I really don't know, but if I have to guess, I would say 1 and 2, if not 1 and 2. Let's try 1, what happens? This is spooky.
Where am I?
No, it can't be. Help me, please.
Did I do it right? Oh, sweet. Oh, what?
The lantern blew out. If I could just do the same with the rest.
Okay. A lamppost just turned off. I should try another door and see if I can turn off another one. Where are the other doors? Maybe back here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Isaac Farber. Should I knock? Okay.
Mr. Farber?
Isaac Farber's nightmare. Oh, he's in the same type of... Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, it's the Coulter machine. Okay. Levers and cameras, and these are all the things from the antique shop. Okay. What do these do? Actually, wait, look. I guess let's check the cameras. I don't really know what this is. I have to escape this nightmare. I have to get us all out of this madness, whatever the cost. Oh boy. Wait. Oh, do we have to maybe pull the noose of the one? I think it's this one. Right here. Does that mean I did that right? I think so. Or does it mean oh, did I do it wrong? What about this one? Let's look at this one again. That's probably this, right? I can't tell if that means I'm doing it right or wrong. I actually think it's this one. I think I pulled a different one before. Okay. Maybe it always does that. But maybe if I use a camera, then I can't see them anymore. Let's see. Because here's another camera. Oh, that's complicated. Oh, that's terrible. That angle sucks. I'm trying to look at where it's aimed. Dude, that's impossible. How do I... Maybe if I count the nooses? Alright. We got a body here. Right? Didn't we pull this one initially? I don't know if the body means it's correct or if it's incorrect. Pull this. Yep. Alright, and then this one definitely had one. Yep. And then this one definitely had one up here. Right? Yep. Did I do it? Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Alright, we're on the other side of the door.
This place. There.
Oh shit, there's the eclipse shit going.
The box. I need to leave the box. Get out of here.
Word. Oh, I see the, like, presence. Ugh, spooky. Music's so good, dude. Here, sir. I come with an offering. I come bearing gifts.
See you never.
Don't insult the thing. They forgot to remove the Spanish exclamation point there from the sub. Oh shit.
Oh God. At last. I did it. I fucking did it.
Achievement unlocked, there and back again. Something tells me it's not going to be that easy, ladies and gents. Will it let us leave? I should tell Ariadne what happened. Yeah. I'm sure this is gonna go well. Excuse me, Ariadne.
Everything will be okay, Mrs. Legrand. Ah, that song will never play in this world again. I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? It's getting late. Do you mind if I turn on the light?
No. It doesn't like the light. No. But it likes the song.
Is that the end? Oh shit. So did we just... It just didn't work? Again, the music box, it came back?
What? Where am I? Hello?
Daniel? Is that you?
Etienne?
Oh no.
Etienne! Help me, please! Help! Somebody! Help me, please! Help! Let me out! Help!
Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That was a massive fucking horror game. My God. All 5 episodes in the bag. Wow. We did it. Wow, I don't know how long that was, but that game had to be at least like 15 hours. It was quite a bit. Quite a bit. All in all, I really liked it. I'll say I don't think that the final episode was and our beloved families and friends who endured and helped us endure unspeakable horrors, aka bug testing. So yeah, all in all, I really liked the game. I think that the final episode, I liked what they did. I like that they fleshed out the stuff with the box, but I feel like it got too into sort of Ariadne's story, and you know, they want to like answer some mysteries, and inevitably horror is just never as good when you start answering questions, which that's why everybody like dislikes the endings of like horror things, right? Because they're either too vague and they're frustrating, but they remain kind of scary, or more often than not, H.P. Lovecraft difficulty has been unlocked. Wow, that was a very short list of credits. Very small team there. That's awesome. Nice job, devs. Very cool. But yeah, so like the final episode probably wasn't as scary. They definitely kind of pushed it to be scarier because it was a single character kind of thing, and I felt that tension. I think that's a good trick this game does to like keep you feeling tense and scared and like immersed in the atmosphere, because it feels like if you fuck up, there are consequences. And I think that's the thing that they do best of all. And I think they had a really good way of kind of elevating the horror each time. I thought each episode probably got progressively scarier than the last. There's definitely a couple moments from the first episode that are pretty solid that I think are like really scary, but and that might make it a little scarier than the antique shop, but I think the antique shop was maybe the either the antique shop or the not the monastery, what was it, the place with the monks. I don't forget what it's called. Let me look. I'm just an idiot and I forgot. Last concert. It is not a chapel, right? The Abbey of Saint Cecilia. I think the strongest settings were probably episodes 2 and 4. I think they had really good atmosphere, really lots of detail. I really appreciated how 2 had Erica, who had like a personal connection to the setting that she was in. That felt like very strong to me and really cool. They sort of do that with 3, with Omar and Grace being like the researchers. And 3 was very creepy atmospherically, especially considering it was just like a spooky like library or archive, and that episode was very much about exposition. It had a really cool structure of like the 3 parts, and you get to go back to the character select. So I really appreciated what they were doing there. Episode 1 just kind of, to me, like introduces the concept, and it's very Resident Evil with like a mansion, but it's not a particularly interesting mansion. And I'm kind of lukewarm on episode 1. I didn't think it was like particularly great at any one thing. I thought the puzzle with the dolls and the things appearing in the rooms after you solve the puzzle was pretty good, but I think the episode had a lot of like running back and forth, and at least for me, like being confused at different puzzles. So it kind of felt the least strong to me. 2 and 4 were definitely my favorites. 3 is really solid as well. And yeah, I think 5 and the finale, if we combine them, which I think you kind of should, probably better than 1, I suppose. Because the asylum is a more interesting setting than the mansion, probably. But not particularly my favorite. I wasn't like a huge fan of how it resolved. And that just largely has to do with like the overall plot and story of this game was not something I was particularly into. I thought that the game was the strongest when it was exploring like discrete settings with like a backstory, or just like something really sinister had happened there and they just have like a, you know, thick atmosphere. The asylum was pretty good atmospherically, but nothing like too crazy really. It didn't feel like it had as much character as the other settings, to be honest with you. Even maybe the mansion in some ways, but it was definitely scary and really fucking tense. But yeah, 4 is a huge highlight. Like the Abbey is just absolutely fucking creepy. Like definitely the high point of the horror of the game. Creepiest music probably, creepiest setting. Has a weird calm and quiet with like the snow, but then all the really creepy shit in like the bottom of the well, and the abbot's like hut where they had like the just absolutely horrific shit, and the backstory there was actually really strong and made it eerier too, which was cool. And yeah, 2, I just really am a huge sucker for like what it did with Erica. That really drew me into this game a lot. Like the fact that they had like backstories with the like with like the security guards that lived there, and how they were like harassing her and stuff. Like they don't really do anything with that idea, but I love the idea of like multiple protagonists in like a horror setting like this, and one of them having like a really like them having different perspectives on the same location. And I think that's something that kind of went underutilized in the game, especially as the plot sort of took over really hard. As like, you know, you get into episodes like 4 and 5. But like early on, I thought that was like really promising. And I would love to see them do something like that with like maybe a future game, where they focus more on maybe less protagonists and maybe not even have the permadeath, because like it's good at making you feel scared, but like it kind of requires them to write more characters to have, you know, because they need more characters as basically like extra lives, which is what the characters essentially function as. But I think like a thing they could have done that would have been really cool would be to like have all like fewer characters, but all of the characters have like an emotional stake in like the place that you're exploring. But that would have been hard to do episode after episode, I suppose. And like you like they wrote so many characters that it would have gotten tough, you know. But that was a high point for me with Eerily Quiet. I really love that, like, because we played as Erica, we got all those extra little details about, like, her dad, the antique shop, the creepy shit with the security guard, like, understanding kind of what was going on there and how kind of fucked up that was. Like, it made the whole place even creepier in a way, because it was like, it's as if the place is haunted from the music box, but also there was some real life shit that was going on there that wasn't great either. Just super cool episode, and I love the atmosphere, like the antique shop mixed with like the back rooms of the antique shop leading into flats and apartments that were very personalized. Like I think that was just the strongest like world building they had in terms of like a sense of a real place. Whereas like 4 was the most strong world building in terms of just having thick atmosphere and just really horrific shit. Like definitely the scariest episode was 4, without a doubt. But yeah, overall I would say as an episodic game, probably a little bit of a mixed bag, like they usually are. Like I said, I don't really care about the plot overall. I don't care about most of the characters other than like Erica, maybe Daniel. Sophie, I never really was clear on why she was helping him, but it was kind of cool. But yeah, like, the characters leave a lot to be desired, with the exception of, like, a couple times. I thought Erica was stronger because they gave her more connection to her level that she kind of got. But, and Daniel was cool. Daniel was alright. He has a little bit of a backstory. The plot was okay. But really what I just appreciate that they did here is, like, just the amount of dread and the way that they paint atmosphere, and just that Silent Hill and Resident Evil, like, level design and, like, puzzle solving. I think some of the puzzles were a bit bullshit, and, like, they tried a little too hard to be abstract and arcane with them in some ways that maybe weren't great. But I think other times they were really good. I think like the herb puzzle in the Abbey was really cool. I'm trying to think of some other highlights that I liked. I definitely did not like the slideshow in 3. I thought that kind of sucked. 2 had some good ones with like the chemical mixing to make the luminol. That was pretty good. Oh, and the key sorting. Figuring out which keys were correct and which weren't, on Erica's wall. That was sweet. There's some, the fuse in the Husher Mansion could have been good, but was kind of confusing and weird to me. The stuff with the safe combination, I thought that was solid, and the dolls in the house, that was pretty good too. So yeah, like, all in all, I think this game, really solid, really good example that like you can still do scripted camera angles, or like static camera angles that are scripted, and I think you can still do that kind of like puzzle solving and weird, you know, less combat oriented gameplay, and still create like a really solid horror experience. And I think as far as small indie games like this go, this dev has a lot to be proud of. Like, I think this is really cool. And like I said, You know, the story and the characters are not great, but I appreciate that they leaned into kind of like slower gameplay, slow dread, atmosphere, and that cool gameplay conceit of like the permadeath with multiple lives and multiple character perspectives, which is very Resident Evil, you know? And I really want to see people do more with that. I'm a huge sucker for like multiple protagonists. Resident Evil has always made me think that was cool, and I want to see more games lean into that. But yeah, like it's especially given how that small that studio looked. It's an ambitious. It is an ambitious game. They definitely went for some things, and I don't think it always landed, but it has its moments, and it's definitely got some fucking scares in it. Like, there were times when I was, hair standing on end playing this game. So, really cool. I hope everybody enjoyed watching me play it. And without, chatting too much more about it, I think I'm going to leave it here. This has been episode 15 of my 15-part blind playthrough of Song of Horror. And what is next? What is next on the docket? I gotta think. I've got about 10 days left until Halloween. On Halloween, I'm gonna probably be doing a co-op stream. I think I'm going to try to do Little Hope, which comes out that day. That's the Dark Pictures anthology game from the Until Dawn and Man of Medan developers. I've never played one of their games co-op. I believe Man of Medan was playable co-op. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that'll be really fun. And that'll be a great way to kind of cap off the month. Before that, I definitely want to do Silent Hill 2. I haven't played that game in years, and it's probably my favorite horror game ever. Definitely my favorite video game story ever. One of my favorite video game soundtracks ever. Just a beautiful, beautiful, and I never use this word, masterpiece of a game. And I mean that. I never say that about most games, but that game is something real special. So I want to play Silent Hill 2, especially because there's the enhanced edition. The modders on PC have made it very playable in a way that's really exciting, because the PC version has always been terrible. So I want to try that. I think originally I had a plan to try to play Carrion. I might still do that, but it might get put to the back burner. We'll see, because I think the next thing on the docket is probably going to be Amnesia, because that comes out, I guess, now, tonight, or maybe tomorrow morning. It should unlock. So, probably the new Amnesia I'll be playing. Silent Hill 2, Little Hope. And then I think I'll try to get to Carrion if I can. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Those 3 games will take definitely a decent amount of time. Little Hope I might not even finish until kind of into November, but I want to start it for sure, like on Halloween. Let's see what else we could do. Carrion. The other thing I'm potentially gonna do, but I don't know if it's gonna be in time for Halloween. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna start a Half-Life Alyx playthrough. I've heard that game kind of counts as a horror game. I've heard a lot of people say it's pretty scary, and I just got my VR set up, so I could try some VR streaming. I don't know what that's gonna be like, but I'll have to give it a shot, because it could be interesting. It could be really interesting. So I definitely want to try that at some point. So I'm thinking I might do Half-Life Alyx sort of in tandem with some other stuff, especially because I don't know my limits with like motion sickness in VR yet. So I'll probably play it in like smaller bursts. Maybe like I did this game, but without the constant streaming. So maybe in like little 1 to 2 hour chunks. And if it runs over the month of October and into November, then so be it. And we'll just, because it's semi-horror, so maybe that'll work as kind of a semi-horror game. So I think next on the docket is either going to be a Carrion playthrough, which maybe I'll do in the background. That's a nice little kind of digestible short game that I can kind of pick up and mess with. It might be good cooldown after Amnesia, which I expect to be very fucking scary. Probably the scariest thing I play this month. And it would probably fuck me up, potentially. So maybe Carrion will be a good background game for that. And then Silent Hill 2, I'm hoping to do after Amnesia, if I can knock Amnesia out within the next, like, 10 days. Anyway, sorry, I'm kind of just thinking out loud here at this point. That's more than anybody in the stream needs to know. But yeah, hope y'all have enjoyed this series with me. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to more horror. With that, I will see you in the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a great night.